this one right here. I have the best idea to turn this into like a cute little plaid dress, like the one I made with the goth fabric, the bats and the moon and the trees. So I'm thinking about turning this into a cute little dress and putting this on the bias so that way it goes across versus like this way. Make sure to leave some seal claps down in the comments below if you clicked on this video. Hi everyone, I'm Celeste and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you've read in the title down below, today's cosplay is Celeste from Animal Crossing series. It's not specifically to any specific Animal Crossing game, but you know, it's Celeste. She's an NPC and my favorite NPC. She's a red owl, she has little pink checkered plaid on the front of her like body, and then she's got a pink bow. So I will be showing you how to create this Celeste inspired look. I'm making this costume not only for my love for Animal Crossing, but because last year Animal Crossing New Horizons came out in March 2020. So it's kind of like a notion to say like, thanks for helping us survive quarantine and giving us more anxiety while being in quarantine because we're not playing every single day and plucking weeds. So let's go ahead and have fun and get into this Celeste-inspired tutorial. Wait. Okay, so before we actually get into the tutorial, let me tell you about myself. I'm CelesteOrchid. I've been cosplaying since 2005, making cosplays, making clothes for myself, and my wedding dresses. If you like my content, make sure to click that red button down below to never miss out on any future videos. Alright, and away we go to the tutorial. Woo! Yeah! The first thing I gotta do is wash it, because this fabric, I'm not sure if it shrinks or not. So the best way to make sure that it does already shrink is just to throw it into the wash. And look, there's like a few stains like right here. I think it's my fault, so time to wash this bad boy. Do I remember where I got this? I don't remember. Hold on, let's see. Does it say copyright protected here? But I have no clue. I don't know where I got this one from. Alright, time to wash this and we'll come right back.
Tomorrow for sure.
Alright, so you remember that pattern that I had from that last video that I'm talking about with the moon and the bats and the trees? I'm going to be using this on this fabric, but I'm going to make sure that I twist it so that the plaid actually becomes a crisscross instead of an up and down checker kind of looking like thing. But make sure you fold your salvage edges together first and begin from there. I'm going to pin my pieces against the bias, so this means that it's going to be pinned at an angle. So this way it creates those nice little diamond kind of sections versus just being solid plaid going up and down. Now that everything's pinned down, I kind of started cutting, but go ahead and cut out your pattern pieces. I made sure to cut it twice so I have one lining and one shell piece.
I got these pieces and then I'm going to sew it together. And then we put it together and then we take it to the machine. Then it's gonna be okay.
I have to wear suspenders because these pants always fall down. And I don't like that feeling because I always have to like fix it. Alright, so I'm going to take this other piece and just show you basically what I'm doing. I am pinning the pieces together and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. Wait, I kind of do this all the time. So is this getting boring? Should you like see some more videos of like Bowser or something?
So here is bodice number 1 and it's sideways.
I don't like this one as much. Like, I don't like it. And then I burped.
And then there's this one.
I love this one. This one's so cute. Oh, fuck yeah. I like this one. So I'm going to even out the edge of the rest of the fabric so I can have a really easy time cutting the hemline for the skirt. Luckily for me, I just cut along one of the black lines for this plaid fabric, so it's just a little bit easier that way. So I'm using about a 15-inch measurement from my waist, and this is going to be the length of my skirt. This is about the same measurement that I did for my last dress, and I kind of like it where it hits that point. So go ahead and make it long or short depending on how tall you are. What I'm going to do is cut straight across the fabric, this way I can have a full skirt. So I'm going to use that first cut of the skirt and create a second cut identical to it by laying it on top of the fabric. This is going to give me 2 skirt pieces. So then after this, I just had to combine the skirts together and pin it to my bodice. And my bodice I actually closed first, and then I'm going to find the center back later. You'll see in a second. So I kind of went ahead and did a hem and combined the skirts together. Did you need to see that? Probably not. But if you did, there's plenty of other videos where I show you how to do this. Oh, so this is where I'm making the straps. I decided that the sleeves weren't the way to go for this dress, as most of my other dresses, and so I didn't have much fabric left anyways to make nice sleeves that I wanted. So I made cute, thick straps. Yeah! So I decided to sew the straps in first into the bodice and the lining. And then I'll cover that with this black trim that I've had that seems to never go away as much as I keep using it and sewing with it and everything that I use it for. And it just seems like an endless stream of black trim. So I'm going to be using that after I have attached my straps. With the straps in place where I want them to be, I'm going to go ahead and do a top stitch around, well, it's not really a top stitch, but it is a top, and I'm doing a stitch at the top of a top, so can we just call it a top stitch? Anyways, I'm just going to sew all the way around the top, locking in the strap. Now I'm going to use that black trim as a bias tape and cover the raw edges. For the straps, I'm going to cut a little slit in the lace and slide the straps through so I'm able to have a clean edge. I'm going to pin it from the back first and then sew it down, then flip it over to the front and top stitch that bad boy to make it nice and clean. Just like throwing Bowser into the shower and making him a clean boy. A very clean boy. So one crucial thing that I have a problem with this dress is that I can't get in it. So I'm going to find the middle of the back. I'm going to find it and I'm going to pin it so that I know where it is and cut it open. And then I can add a nice zipper. Of course, my zipper of choice is going to be this really nice long plastic one I got from Amazon ages ago. And so it's nice and pink, and I think it's just going to be so cute in the back and not anywhere else, because I just don't know where else to put it. It just makes sense to put it in the back, you know? Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really remember if I've ever actually showed you guys how to insert a zipper. And I know that there's tons of people on the internet who have shown you how to do that. But if you really want to see me do a tutorial on it, make sure to click that red button down below to subscribe and say, yes, please give me a zipper tutorial in the comments down below. I mean, there are times when I mess up on my zippers, but I try to go really slow with it. Make sure you have the right zipper foot for it, and then you can start sewing your zipper in. Seriously, if I was better at this, I would have sewn the zipper in between the lining and the top, but I didn't do that. So I'm just going to do it the generic way of sewing right sides together and then flip it over to expose the right sides and then close everything together. And that's basically it. I don't really know if you guys need more direction than that, but after that, the dress is done. Hooray! Oh, you're still here. Okay, well, to be honest, the dress isn't done because I didn't find where to place my straps, and my straps were extremely too long. So I had to try on the dress and figure out where my strap placement is going to be, kind of like placing where it is on my bra. And then I found the rest of it and cut it off, aka the excess off the straps. And so after I cut off the rest of the straps, I made sure to serge the edges so that they're not really bad and fraying everywhere, because I still want this to be a really nice dress. So now all I'm going to do is put this at the marking point where I put it and marked it like I said before, and now I'm going to sew that down just nice and easy. You honestly can't cosplay Celeste from Animal Crossing without a giant bow, so I took some leftover pink fabric from my Nezuko cosplay that I made earlier this year, and I'm going to turn that scrap into one giant bow. Now, I didn't want this to be overly dramatic and like super anime puffy, but I did want it to be cute. So I created a really nice long rectangle first out of this entire line of scrap. And I kind of sewed it into like one giant rectangle and left an opening so I can flip it inside out. And then I tied it into a knot. Ta-da! Giant bow! So really, honestly, I just combined it together to make a giant loop, and this will make the bow that I would like. This isn't something that I did on my how to make bows tutorial, but this is a little bit different because this is just one solid band. And when I was looking at the reference for Celeste, she only has one giant bow piece and then the knot piece in the middle. It's like they don't know how fabric works. But you know what? It's fine. She's an owl. I'm cosplaying as an owl. So yay. Let's go. So all I had to do now is sew this to a nice barrette, and I'm good to go.
On tonight's forecast, we're gonna get a huge meteor shower. Looking up above, you can see all the stars falling down in the sky.
Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed the Celeste-inspired outfit. You can play with a lot of different variations. I've seen people use a plaid sweater and have a blazer with the red skirt. I honestly wanted to change it up and do something my own way. You can have any kind of idea when it comes to your own kind of cosplay. There's no wrong way to cosplay unless you hurt other people's feelings. And that is the wrong way to cosplay. But anyways, you can cosplay any way you want to. So have fun. Don't hurt other people, and make sure you have a smile on your face. I mean, unless you don't want to smile, then that's fine too, because you don't have to smile for every single picture. I don't know why I said that. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, go ahead and check out some of the floating videos around my head. Make sure to leave me some seal claps down in the comment below if you enjoyed this tutorial. And subscribe if you're new to my channel, or if you just like what I create. It really helps me see if you like what I'm doing. So, I hope you guys stay inspired, be creative, and I will see you in a future video. Bye!